sports, baby. Let's go.
Yo, it's your boy Chop. Y'all make sure you tune in to Crunch Time Sports. It's crunch time.
Tune in to Crunch Time Sports. Go Bucks.
Hey everybody out there, I just want to let y'all know, tune in to Crunch Time Sports.
Hey y'all, what y'all doing? Y'all know what you're doing? Well, you gotta go tune in to Crunch Time Podcast right now. Go tune in.
Y'all be sure y'all tune in to Crunch Time Podcast.
Yo, it's your boy Vaughn representing the best team in the league. Hey, look, make sure y'all tune into Crunch Time Sports, man. Y'all ain't doing nothing anyway. Why not talk about why your team the sorriest team and this the best one? Alright.
Tune in to Crunch Time Sports. Go Packers! Tune in to Crunch Time Sports. How about them Cowboys?
All right, everybody. Hello. Again, welcome to another episode of Crunch Time Sports with your hosts, Drayce, Mone, Shea, Stat Guy Steve, and our producer, Kendra. Before we get started, we want to make sure that we give a special shout out to Channel 49 Online TV for having us up there every Sunday. You can check us out. 10 o'clock, correct?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Every Sunday.
Like clockwork.
All right. So, you know what? We're not going to waste any time. Let's get right into it. First things first, let's talk about LeBron James and these tweets that he's been kicking off over the past couple months. I believe Drayce got something good to say about it. Drayce?
All right, man. So, for y'all that follow LeBron, well, it was on all outlets. During the All-Star break, LeBron decided to take some shots at the Lakers organization. Basically by saying how good the Thunder and the Cavs organization have been with drafting and developing their young talent. But the problem with that is there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem with it is LeBron had been frustrated or upset with the Lakers organization because they didn't make a move before the trade deadline, right? And so he wanted them to move off Westbrook and bring John Wall in with that first round pick. Was it 2027? Something like that. 2027. Years off. And Rob Pelinka in the front office said, no, we're going to rock with what we got. So I think I have an issue with that. But I'm going to let my brothers cook first. So which one of y'all want to cook? Well, who want to cook? Who want to cook on this? Because I got a little bit on it, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, we let you go. Go ahead and rock out.
Go ahead.
All right, man. This is where I'm going to start, man. All right. Now, if you really, really know me, you know I'm probably one of LeBron biggest fans.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell
Big
you
facts.
this, man.
Yeah,
big facts.
Big
Check. Hey, where you at? I got the man on my wall, man. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I got a real issue with this because during the summer, it was a lot of names that came up that were linked with the Lakers.
Good, Dion. What's good, Geneva?
All right. One being Buddy Hield, which I really thought was a good. I actually wanted them to get Buddy Hield.
I think that would have been the best fit.
That would have been the best fit.
Absolutely, I think that would have been the best fit.
Other than the Kyle Lowry situation,
right,
and the DeMar Rose. Actually, DeMar Rose probably would have been the best one.
I don't know. Right. He's a midi though.
Yeah.
He's a midi.
Yeah,
to go with LeBron, it would have been like, I would say Kyle Lowry.
Yeah. Kyle Lowry. Okay, that's fair.
Or Buddy, either one.
But we all know that LeBron and AD, because AD cannot let you off the hook. LeBron wanted to go with the Westbrook experiment. That's what we're going to call it, right? Okay, so now, fast forward to present day. The Lakers are what? 3 to 4 games under 500.
4 games. Yeah, 4 games under 500.
Now, Rob Pelinka, right? He let LeBron and AD make that decision to bring in Westbrook, right? He said, okay, he did a chip, although it was a bubble chip, he brought a chip to LA, right? Whether you call it discounted or not, the better go up, they count it, right?
Right.
So Rob Pelinka, which I would be doing the same thing, say, hey man, if these guys tell me it can work, it can work. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, LeBron, you want Westbrook? AD, you want Westbrook? Let's bring them in. Now, it's up to y'all to figure it out. I brought them in. I did what the GM should do. I brought them in. Now, we fast forward to present day. LeBron is shooting indirect shots at the front office of the Lakers for something that you told them or put pressure on them to do, and now, present day, you got an issue with it. I got a problem with that. I got issues with that because of the simple fact, everywhere you've been, let's just be real, because people hate LeBron for this. They say LeBron won the team. He's a real GM. Everywhere he go, which is kind of fair.
Right.
Other than probably Miami,
right,
because Pat Riley really run that.
Right.
Other than, you know what I'm saying, for the most
But
part.
when he went to the Cavs, he did.
There you go, right?
Next thing you know, Andrew Wiggins was getting traded.
He was getting traded. They gave him. Now he brought him a chip. So that's probably why Rob Pelinka did it, because he said, "Hey man, this man brings chips." Now that you can't argue, he do bring chips. So Rob Pelinka went out and got you what you asked for. Now you want them to further mortgage their future by giving them a first round pick
in 2027.
In 2020. Now they ain't got no first round.
They ain't got no more.
All their first round is gone. Right? So you want them to ship out their first rounder with Westbrook to get John Wall that is not going to make a difference. John Wall is not going to get you out the West.
John Wall ain't played all season.
He is not going to get you out the West.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because to be perfectly honest with you, John Wall and Westbrook ain't that much different of a player, to be perfectly honest. They both can't shoot. They both need spacing. They both got spacing problems. Only thing is John Wall turn over the ball a little bit less than Westbrook. Right? But I got a real issue with Bron, man. I don't think that's solid for him to go and basically put the Lakers franchise on my street like that, man. I'm just being perfectly honest with you. Because Rob did all he can do with what you told him to do. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to eat this in a certain way. You kind of got to eat it. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't give him all he wanted.
He gave him all he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and cook on that, bro. Because I feel like even if you had, and we talked about this, even if you had a conversation with Rob Pelinka behind closed doors, that make it even more of a sucker move to still come out and shoot shots at the organization if we already talked about it.
Yeah.
So there's no way around this one without LeBron. I'm just being honest, looking like a sucker. He looked like a sucker in this one. And I'm telling you, I'm the biggest LeBron fan, but I can't tolerate sucker stuff, and that's what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely some sucker stuff, man. I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm the biggest LeBron James fan, well, you know, because everybody know I'm a LeBron James hater, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you came in there, you have to take accountability, right? Like you came in there, you knew this man was making 40+ million. You knew that you had to give up all these picks.
Right.
You and AD said, hey, this is going to work. Just bring us this guy.
Right.
Don't bring us the other guys, but, you know, with better fits. Bring us this guy. And now that this is not working like you thought it would, now it's everybody else's fault but yours. So that's a huge issue for me.
I have, like, me personally, you want to cook on some shit?
So Conrad said he forced out the young talent so he can't complain with the young talent. Lakers could build. They are the Lakers, not the James.
Yeah, no, I was getting ready to get to that. You got rid of everybody he got rid of doing better.
Cooking.
Everybody he got rid of is doing better. Got rid of Brandon Ingram, doing better. Almost a face of a franchise. Almost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Julius Randle, hooping in New York. Well, this year he kind of took a step back. He was hooping last year. Still hooping. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo Ball, he finally figured it out. All these players would have been great additions to the Lakers, and they're young. And you know what they're having problems with? Playing defense.
Right.
You know if you still had those players that I just named, you wouldn't have an issue in the defensive end because you can sit the young dogs on them.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, LeBron career numbers this year is not down, bro. He probably dead on his average.
Okay, LeBron hooping.
Yeah,
LeBron gonna always do what he
hooping, but he just can't carry a team anymore.
No, he can't.
Yeah, he can't. But the thing
is, not in that Western Conference. That's a different animal.
He cannot. But I just feel like it's like, Bron, where do you want them to go? But they don't have no first round picks.
Right.
John Wall. Now, if you would have said something like, "Hey, we can mortgage something to get Kyle Lowry," I say you got to shoot the first pick off. You got to, even with him being old, because I feel like he can change.
He can stretch the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He can actually. Like I say you all the time. The biggest problem with Westbrook now is he got to think the game.
Right.
And he's always been a reactionary player, in my opinion. He's actually got to be a point guard now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And all his point guard skills came from athleticism.
Right.
Break down the defense and dump off or kick to the corner.
Yeah, man.
And he don't have the athleticism to do that anymore.
He don't.
Now, what I will say though, looking at his stats, right, Bron actually is averaging more points this season than he was last season. Last season he was at 25. This season he's at 29.1, and he's averaging 0.2 more rebounds this season. The only thing that dropped was his assists. It went from 7.8 to 6.5.
Yeah,
but that's because LeBron.
How many minutes a game is he playing?
41. Oh, sorry, excuse me, 36.8.
36.
Last year was 33.4.
So this is what I'm saying. He's playing more minutes, man. And
He's got to.
He's got to, but it's bad.
Yeah.
For him.
For him, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They got a lot of miles.
Yeah,
he got a lot of miles.
So that's gonna hurt him in the long run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You don't want LeBron playing all the minutes.
You don't want him playing that many minutes.
Like, you know, what's so cute?
Yeah, I feel like
hey, Q baby.
I feel like they're in a bad situation, but I feel like they put themselves in that situation. And to be honest, I don't see no way out. Right now, I don't see
it's not.
Right, yeah. LeBron does them that hole, bro.
It's not, bro.
He does them that hole.
Like you said, at this
My
point,
thing is, when he did that in Cleveland had their picks.
Right.
So if he leaves this offseason or 2 seasons from now, they still don't have no first round picks, bro. He sabotaged
that's what
bro,
we
for
see,
the future.
That's what we see. That's what we see where Cleveland is at now.
Right.
Because Cleveland didn't lose anything.
Right. They didn't lose their picks, bro.
They just had to develop.
Right. But
So Conrad said, don't forget Kuzma, KCP, and Josh Hart. That's a rack of people gone for 2 people and broke down and can't shoot.
Yeah.
Right. No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You got rid of Josh, a 3-and-D player.
Right.
Josh Hart.
Yeah.
3-and-D.
Hey, Anthony Davis, bro.
For Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Old tail Carmelo Anthony. Rated 79 on 2K Carmelo Anthony.
And this my thing, man.
He ain't even hooded metal no more.
No. He just male.
AD.
They took the low off.
Remember, bro, when that man signed that contract, that man said he wanted to sign long term because of his health. This somebody that said this, he ain't even 30. I'm talking about AD. AD said I want to sign long term because of my health. The dude wasn't 30, bro.
Bro, he wasn't even 30 yet.
That is a problem. Now, mind you, he been in the league for a long because I think he came in when he was
Here's my issue.
18. I believe.
Here's my issue.
18 to 19.
I think about 19.
Yeah, he was young.
He had to play a year in college.
Yeah, he played in Cook.
Here's my issue. LeBron, when you asked for AD, you ain't know he had medical injury.
Right,
You knew that.
He knew that.
He always had that. So all this stuff was engineered by LeBron that he knew, bro.
But you know why LeBron don't care though? Because he got that ring. As long as he got the ring, he ain't got nothing to prove to nobody.
Which again, I say the bubble.
Yeah, but still a ring.
I can't discount the ring. I can't agree with you there, dog.
No, well, I don't care.
I don't respect it, but
I don't care. Because all I said, that butt long break they had before they had to go back helped them out.
But everybody got the break.
Yeah, but I'm saying it helped LeBron.
It's not just the Lakers, though.
I think it helped LeBron and them more.
Yeah.
I think it helped them more because they're old. And we know, and we can't see Anthony Davis play.
The Heat was already in a match they couldn't win.
Right.
And then they lost Dragic and Bam.
Right.
Damn, they don't win that with them.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's my point. It was a far fetched anyway. And then they lost two starters.
They were our dude, bro. Yeah. Let's go ahead, Steve. We're gonna cook on the next topic, man. Go ahead.
Next.
All right. So next thing we want to go ahead and bring up is since we talked about Bron, let's talk about Bronny. You know what I'm saying? His stats so far. He's played a total of 6 games. And in those 6 games, he averages 6.8 points, 0.3 rebounds for a total of 41 points in those 6 games. What do y'all got to say about it? Shea, start with you.
Boy, garbage. Hey, That's all. Hey, bro. The numbers. Hey, what Drake say all the time? What you say all the time, bro? Say it for the people. What you say, bro?
Don't lie, bro.
Y'all can go. Y'all can go, bro.
Damn, bro. I didn't know he was gonna just die first, bro. I thought he gonna, you know what I'm saying? God,
I mean, he might develop. I mean, he's a junior, so he got like one more year, but he might develop. But I mean, yeah, I don't know how he got 4 stars because of his dad, bro. Like I said, I looked up Gary Payton Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up his last year in high school. He averaged 16 points a game, and he went to the G League.
Right.
Yeah.
How is it that LeBron James Jr. is gonna get drafted, averaging 6 points a game?
LeBron said he want to go play with his son. He going overseas.
Well, I guess he's going to the overseas or G League. He going to the G League then. I don't think
he going to lift the wing.
LeBron. He might go to Ukraine. Yeah, man. Too early.
Bro. I honestly don't know.
They'll be rushing by the time.
I don't know, man. Cause when you brought it up, and I was like, okay, maybe it's because he playing with the caliber of players that he playing with, right? That's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay.
And that's a fair assessment. That's
a fair assessment.
Fair.
But even still, though, 6 points. You a junior now.
Yeah,
you're
junior.
one of the leaders of the team.
Exactly.
If he was a freshman or a sophomore playing with those
right,
players, I would say, okay, bro.
But here's the thing.
All them dudes going to be one.
But think about this. Watch this. What if the niggas the guys who got on the team now are freshmen, but they just that much better than Bronny?
Right.
And they can't get the ball. He can't get off because those freshmen are just that much better.
It's cold-blooded.
You say
that's a possibility, bro.
You say, well, hold on. You saying what if the people that's like starting right now?
Yeah. What if they are freshmen? What if some of them are freshmen?
Well, they younger than him.
What if they younger than him and they just that much better? Then what's they have to say about Bronny game?
I mean,
I'm just saying, what if?
What you say the fifth number was?
He ain't had. I mean, he had the rebound. I don't even,
bro. I
don't even.
It just said 0.3 rebound,
bro. Listen,
because I'm like, if he got double digit assists, that's a different.
That's a strong.
That's a different make.
But I seen the joint where they were like,
we had 10 games.
But they said,
he did dishing it off.
You know what I'm saying?
They said that he right now he's scouted as a second round prospect. But some people may take him in the first round just so they can get his dad.
Right, yeah.
That's what
it doesn't say coming where he's going.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get to that. That's a good point. The thing is, bro, I think for somebody like him, for a talent like him, that big jump should have been between your sophomore and your junior year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I kind of want to I ain't giving him no excuse. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of want to see what he gonna do as a senior, because now we'll be able to kind of like, he's not gonna reclass. He gonna be a senior. They ain't gonna reclass him.
Yeah.
Not with those stats he got. It'll hurt him in the long run.
Right.
But maybe his senior year might be his jump. We don't know. Cause I'm hypothetical. What if he come in next year and he's 6'6"? That's not far-fetched for a kid to grow 2 inches, 3 inches. Bro, it happened all the time.
Right.
Jason Tatum went from 6'7" to 6'10" in the NBA. He was already in the league. So I'm saying that's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched. But what if he don't? That's another thing.
He is 6'3", 175.
Right. And then we was talking about genetics before the show started.
Man, I don't know.
Nobody knows what LeBron dad was.
They might kick in.
They might kick in, but they might not.
But we just speaking on right now.
We're just talking on right now.
Just to piggyback on what you were saying about his assists, he averages 2.5 assists.
Oh,
that's terrible.
2.4 steals.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. Those are not good numbers.
I tell you what, from them
is he starting?
Yeah,
them bench numbers.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying? Like those are numbers you expect somebody they coming off the bench.
I tell you what, when he go to, because I looked at the top schools he got on this list, it was like Duke, Kansas. Was it North? I seen Duke and Kansas. It was the top dogs in the NCAA. If he go to them schools, you're gonna know. So, Bron, I'm gonna tell you this. It might not be wise to put that pressure on him, talking about you waiting on him, because you might put unnecessary pressure on him to go.
Yeah.
When he need to be at Kansas for 2. There's nothing wrong with that if you develop. He might need to develop, man. That's a lot of pressure being put on the kid that young.
LeBron might be looking at it, bro. You got trainers around the clock.
Yeah,
the best. Ain't no, you got the best of everything, bro. Ain't no sense of you lollygagging around here.
Bro, I don't know. Y'all remember what LeBron was in the 11th grade, bro?
On the cover.
Bro, y'all remember what LeBron was playing with the pro? I remember Gary Payton on the interview saying this dude was playing with us in the summer. I already knew this dude was the number 1 pick. He didn't play his senior year. This was his 11th grade year going into his 12th grade year. Yeah. Remember he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated like this? Remember that? Yeah. That dude was different, man. And I ain't trying to compare the two, but what I'm saying is
he's not that.
There's a big difference.
Yeah, he's not that.
He's not that at all.
It's like when you watch Bronny highlights, don't let him jump off the screen.
Nothing.
No. I'm like, man, he don't do one thing well. Then I would think he's good, but I don't think you're like, oh man, he got supreme athleticism. I'm like, no, everybody looking now. Like,
he got the freshman player highlight package.
Yeah. I want to watch some games. I don't want to watch no highlights. I want to watch some of his games from the beginning to the end. I can't judge you off the highlights, man. Because every time they show me a highlight, he's shooting it. So I'm thinking, oh, he's a gunner. But then you show me the stats, he having 6 points. I'm like, wait a minute, man. That ain't what I'm seeing in the highlights.
So Conrad said there isn't a child of any famous player, that is doing as good as their father, mother when dealing with the JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
Dealing with JaVale McGee.
Yeah, that's true.
Curry.
Yo, yeah, you know what? Curry.
Curry daddy was a hooper. Yeah. Curry daddy wasn't no scrub. Now he wasn't no superstar, but he wasn't no scrub.
Yeah, I think he mean it like a superstar sense.
Oh, a superstar.
Yeah, because like anybody like Wade or something like that. Yeah. When your name start getting mentioned as the best shooting guard ever, like three, bro.
That's a topic.
Yeah, but when you start getting mentioned like the greatest ever at something. That's something big.
That's what I said, bro.
I hope the guy Steph Curry's son will ever play.
Right. Yeah.
Cause bro, you got to have that thing, bro.
Man, go be a lawyer or something.
Yeah, bro. Go be an engineer.
Decent, and the kid is out the chain.
Like Klay Thompson did. Klay Thompson did was just okay.
Yeah, he was just okay.
You know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson, I mean, he got snubbed off that 75 list. I was like,
there's a lot of snubs off that list.
He got up there.
They need to take it. Boy, AD need to come up.
Yeah, AD.
They didn't have T-Mac up there.
Yeah, AD get on there and T-Mac.
They had T-Mac on the drum.
Yeah, go ahead, Steve. Fire away, bro.
All right. Next one. Y'all feel like KD lacks leadership?
Yeah.
Pick me.
Yeah, go Mone.
Pick me.
Hey, all right, Mone, I'm kicking you first.
Hell yeah. What? That boy ain't no leader, man. He just want to hoop, bro. That's all he want to do. He don't put lotion on. He don't call me saying. I don't even know that nigga wear socks, bro. All he want to do is hoop. He is not a leader, bro. Ain't nobody ever said, I'm going to follow KD. No, KD followed Kyrie, and Kyrie the whole reason why James Harden want to get up out of there. Because he was sick of James. He was sick of Kyrie eating at Ruby Tuesdays, while everybody else is at Applebee's. That's what it boiled down to. It's Kyrie's fault. KD is not a leader. No, ain't nobody ever looked at KD and was like, man, I will follow this dude. Nah, bro, let's just pass him the ball. He gonna score and do his thing, and that's gonna be it. Everything after that, they said the boy said he don't need got a barber. Yeah, the boy said he got a barber.
Hey, man, they don't refer to that man as a leader. But I'm thinking about it.
All they do is bro. All he do is hoop, bro. That's it.
Crazy.
He take a shower.
Westbrook led the Thunder.
Yep.
Draymond led the Warriors.
Yep.
Facts. I think it was good set up the way they had.
And Kyrie leads the Nets.
When he there.
Nah.
Even when he ain't there.
Yeah, but they said Kyrie when he don't be playing them home games, he work for UPS.
Come on, man.
You got part-time jobs everywhere.
Come on, man.
They say it's electrical, man. You know, you got to get back to this winning and stuff.
I don't think, man. being a leader like we see these guys being leaders, I just don't think he falls in that category. And I don't think he want to fall in that category.
No, he doesn't.
He's passive.
He just want a ball, bro. That's all he want to do. He just want to.
He's not aggressive. He's
passive. Pass me the ball. Let me shoot it. I'm gonna run back down court. Don't ask me nothing after the game.
I mean, even the way he played competent.
Have you ever seen
He don't force anything.
Can I ask a question? Have you ever seen a tall dude that sensitive though?
Nah,
We're talking about a dude that makes a fake profile just so he can reply.
Right.
Yeah, bro. He don't like when somebody tell him like he's not good at something.
Kevin Burner account.
Yeah, like G. You 6'11", you go up here doing all this crying, going back and forth. You make more money than everybody combined on your Twitter timeline, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
I don't think he like the only thing, because if somebody wants to argue him talent for talent, it's almost like he can go at it with anybody talent for talent.
Talent, yeah. Nobody would dispute that, yeah.
But so if he was to analyze himself as a player, that would be one of the things that he would be lacking, his leadership. So I don't see how you get your names put up there with the big dogs of the game, the guys of the past and even the current guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't take Giannis as being this great leader, but he does lead, and you can tell.
He lead back.
You can tell. Yeah, he's not all that vocal, bro. It's not like he's all that vocal.
Nah, but when something going wrong,
you can tell that over like, hey, there you go. Right. There you go. You don't have to wolf.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he doesn't do anything to me as far as leadership.
Everything
about the and it may be too early to say this, but I don't think that he's going to win another chip, bro.
No.
I don't.
He got to. Then I see going somebody.
I can't see it, bro.
What you mean going, bro?
No, he got to lead somebody else.
Yeah, bro. I just think that when it comes down to it, bro, everybody that wins got some intangible with them.
But them Nets ain't coming out the East, bro.
Yeah. I just think they got some intangible with them. At the end of the game, like it's cool, he can hit every shot on the floor. I just think that when it's mano, like I said, against LeBron and them, he feel like he was the best player in the series, but that's only because you got to go one-on-one the whole series, bro. That's it. You're 6'11" with a hand on their jump shot. You go one-on-one the whole series because we got two Hall of Fame shooters that the defense got to stay on.
Snipers.
They can't leave. So nobody can go W. They can't do a box of one. They can't do a zone. None of that. Or you getting played one-on-one the whole game. And in the NBA, when you're a top 5 player, there ain't nobody can stick with you one-on-one.
Right.
So yeah, you look like the best player, but you got to think about it. Now, have we seen that KD since?
Nah.
Last year he was super versus the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? But what happened? We can play a defense for you now. I don't got to stay home now. You don't get to just go one-on-one the whole game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can game plan for you now. There is no game plan when Klay Thompson is here, Steph Curry is there, and you got KD. There ain't no game plan, bro. When I seen that happen, I said, yo, they won a chip with Harrison Barnes, averaging 15 points a game.
Right.
Now you're going to take 15 points and put 29 in there. What you think they're going to do?
Yeah, and the defense didn't drop off at all.
Right, and then the defense didn't drop off. So
actually, he was playing.
So when we start talking about, we can't knock a championship. He got him.
Right.
However, bro, that was probably the easiest championships he was ever going to get.
I don't know why he was. I still don't.
That's my take.
I don't understand him leaving to this day.
I'm gonna tell you this though.
He want to be with his boy. His homeboy. That's what I'm gonna say, boyfriend. His homeboy.
As far as championships are concerned and us discounting them, whatever the case may be, somebody said, I can't remember who said this on live. They was like 20 years from now.
Yeah, ain't gonna worry about it.
That we discounted, ain't nobody.
They ain't gonna care. No,
they ain't gonna care about he played for the Warriors. They just don't see championships.
Right.
And if you got them, you got them. And if you don't got them, you don't got them.
Yeah.
That's how we gonna look at it now because we living in it right now.
Yeah.
But when them kids, they not gonna know. All they gonna know is when they watch TNT. Them kids ain't even old enough to know when Barkley played. All they know is Shaq always joking Barkley because he ain't got no chip. And Kenny always throwing a jet because he ain't got no chip. They don't know. Because if you knew who Barkley was and what he did, you wouldn't be joking. But Barkley was a dog.
He was cool.
Dog. Right. You know what I'm saying? At 6'6". What 6'6" spot? I don't mean to go out on a tangent, but what 6'6" dudes you know can play power forward in this league like effectively like that?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Draymond would be somewhere comparable or Zion, but at the same time, they ain't not really that close.
He ain't close. But yeah, man. Go ahead, man.
Well, Conrad said he left because he was sensitive, and our good host Shea said facts.
The wolf.
Nah, man.
I'll let Drayce talk, man. Drayce against him off his chest, man.
Real quick. All right, so next thing, man, you know, still with the basketball thing, right? Let's talk about the Knicks.
Oh Lord.
What do y'all think about the Knicks?
It's a travesty.
How do y'all what do y'all think about the Knicks? Not just present day Knicks, but just in the past few years. We're just gonna stick with the past few years.
Y'all want my honest opinion? Y'all want my honest opinion? Like, yeah, go ahead. Here's my joint on the Knicks, bro. At their best player wasn't really like a winner, dog. In the last like 10, 15 minutes, not 15 minutes, 10, 15 years, their best player wasn't like a winner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Melo?
Yeah, right. Like he scored a lot, but I think what was the highest amount of games that they won in the season with Melo? 50 something? They was winning 50 consistently, right? They had a couple years, bro. Yeah, but it was getting bounced.
Right.
They kept getting bounced, bro. It was like Carmelo was always missing something, bro. And then not only that, I think that James Dolan is absolutely a trash owner, man. Yeah, absolutely. Boy, he's trash. Like, how in the world did you manage to mess up? Because this dude was in his prime. How you mess up the unicorn? Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
They messed it up bad, bro. Yeah. He was hooping when he was there. So you had a chance to have a really good gap between Melo when you drafted Porzingis if you could have stayed healthy.
Right.
Because he was hooping. You know what I'm saying? But you messed it up. You got traded to Dallas. Like, and then like you look at something like today. Yeah, that man can't play defense. Right. But why is a 4-time All-Star on the bench, bro? Kemba Walker.
They told him don't come back.
Yeah, they told him don't come back. Why y'all got Kemba Walker? It's stuff like that, bro. It's stuff like that you're like, yo, that's why you're a trash person. This is why, bro.
Hey, they say James Dolan was I ain't making this up either. I promise. They say James Dolan, it was a couple years back, but doing draft night, he was at like an open mic night playing guitar with his band. I swear. I was like, wow. They say he was at an open because he's a musician.
Yeah.
They say he was with his band and he had like a little gig. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up on Google. I ain't making this up, man. So I don't know, man. I just feel like that market. They had KD in the bag.
Yeah.
They had KD in the bag.
They figure out how to mess it up every time, don't
they? Yeah, because you had KD. He didn't go because obviously his best friend. I guess that's what Kyrie is.
And you were my best friend. I want you around all the time.
His best friend led him on, a dummy mission to go to Brooklyn.
Finesse.
Yeah, finesse.
And they don't even got no real fans in Brooklyn.
No.
They cheer for KD and everybody else.
Bro, the next team is head and shoulders over New York. If you look at that, bro,
they'll choose nobody.
Did you see the Knicks when they made the playoffs last year, bro?
Bro, went crazy.
Dog,
New York was
ridiculous, dog. It ain't no place like playing in New York, bro. They team ain't good, bro.
So Conrad said the Knicks are the basketball version of my Cowboys. Hype up until the ball is tipped.
Those are facts.
Yeah.
Those are facts. But
I love Cowboys have had better success.
Bro.
I love the Cowboys. What the fans success?
They have better than the Knicks.
We have never been the dungeon.
Right, than the Knicks, bro.
Never. We ain't never been the bottom.
Yeah.
Our bad season like 8-8.
I'm a Cowboy fan.
Here we go.
I am a Cowboy fan, and I believe everything Conrad just said.
Bro, we ain't never been at the bottom.
Y'all boys ain't been sorry as the Knicks.
Nah, bro. We be 8-8 is our
Y'all ain't been sorry as the Knicks, bro.
That's why people be saying we mediocre. We ain't never been at the bottom.
Okay, yeah. So
when we been like the bottom, we ain't like 4 games. Come on, man. We might be mediocre, but we ain't that bad. Come on, man.
Conrad, I stand with you, brother.
Come on, man. Knock it off. But yeah, man, I honestly don't know what the Knicks can do, man. But
hire me.
I heard Zion.
Yeah, when you say they'll hire you. Yeah, hire me. Yeah, I'm gonna fix around there. James, don't get up my office.
They say Zion. I heard his name come up a few times.
Why? They don't. But that don't even fit. It don't fit.
Nah, that wasn't.
I heard, yeah, man.
That was in
his
there.
name got thrown somewhere in the Knicks.
Bro,
I don't know if because of RJ.
They want to go play with friends. Everybody want to play with their friends, man.
I'll let them two play together. They'll get tore up. Boy, what you think this is? What? This ain't Duke. You ain't even win the big game at Duke. What you think this is? I give RJ and pick whoever else.
One can't go right, the other one can't go left.
Go play with the Knicks. Currently, bro, you can combine the Knicks and New Orleans together. You wouldn't get out of the East.
They'd be too.
Tell me I'm lying.
They'd be too hated if they let them play together, though.
Ingram, RJ, him, all them cats, bro. You still wouldn't get out of the East.
Not at all.
Let me ask, do you think Zion going to New York, do y'all think that's a good idea or a bad idea?
No, I think he should stay. He got CJ now, but I think he should stay where he is.
I think he should lose weight. That's what I think. They said they had a stat. Homeboy ain't played in 88 games, bro. Zion. They said Zion ain't played in 88 games, bro. You need to lose weight, brother. Jenny Craig, the sauna at your local massage place. You can do all this stuff, bro.
Zion, we got a 20-pound challenge going on. We about to knock off 20 pounds. Between us, we about to knock off 20 pounds. Starting now to May. So if you want to join in with us, man, we cool with all the costs is a steak dinner.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, man.
So Conrad said, when your most relatable play is Willis or Reed coming back from injury, that's sad. None of us was a whisper in our daddy's mouth when that happened.
Ooh. That's good.
Hey, that's cold. That's cold, boy.
That's cold. That's cold. You're right, man. It's tight. It's tight, but it's right, bro.
I ain't talking about the Cowboys. Not this time, bro. It's off season. Bro.
Hey, grandma.
It's off season. Hey,
man.
But yeah, man. I don't know, man. I just hope everybody know when the Knicks and the Lakers are good, the ratings are up in the NBA. This is facts.
Right.
This is not nothing I'm making up. If they can make it to the playoffs and make some noise, the ratings.
Two biggest cities, man.
Yeah, man. It's the two biggest cities that make the most money. Yeah. So I don't know what they need to do, but I guess you gotta do. They can't get no free agents.
They need to start with They need to start with a GM, man.
Go get Dame, man. Go get Dame.
They need a GM.
Go get Dame. You can go get Dame. Hey, you can trade for Anthony Davis, I'm sure.
That's a rebuild there. Dame, that's a rebuild. I don't even know if he's gonna be right when he come back.
Who's in the rebuild, right? He been in the rebuild in Portland since he been there.
We try to tell him
go to a contender, man.
We try to get him out of there, but I don't think
Dame need to go to a contender, man.
Hey, Mone, speaking of somebody like trying to come back, what about Victor Oladipo? Let's talk about that man for a minute.
Oh, boy, where he got back? Where's he at?
He got hit by the injury, bro.
Is he missing? They put out an Amber Alert.
He's still with the Heat.
Oh,
we ain't heard nothing about him. This is the first time. We might be the only ones talking about Victor Oladipo.
Yeah.
No, I know we are.
We might be the only ones. Ain't none of them. None, dog. Talking about him, dog.
That's when it gets serious.
Us and the Masked Singer. That's who. That's the only people that talking about him.
Dog, he do be singing.
He be singing.
Oh yeah,
he singing. Though.
We can't let him off the hook though, man. What's going on with Victor Oladipo?
He hurt.
Because he was balling.
He hurt.
When he was paid.
He was a hooping in the face. Yeah.
He just can't get right.
Yeah, he can't get right.
What's the injury though, bro?
He got quad. It was his quad. It says quadricep.
They keep re-injuring.
Yeah, his quad, bro. They said his quadricep, and then something else happened.
But he been off for like 2 years.
He been off for a minute.
Yeah, he been off like 2 years, man.
I hope he got his money, bro.
Yeah,
cause ain't nobody finna. He about to get league minimum now.
Man,
right? Veterans minimum.
Yup.
If dude can be half the player he was with the Pacers with the Heat,
they
don't need a lot.
They don't. The Heat would be scary.
The Heat would be scary, man. But I don't know what his contract. He been gone, so I don't know what his contract situation look like. I don't know if he about to be a free agent.
Right.
I don't know none of that, man.
Yeah.
Because he been gone for so long.
He said,
well, the last report that I seen about Oladipo was that he was supposed to come back sometime this month in February. But I mean, clearly we see how that's turning out right now.
Oh, so that mean, but that do mean if he was supposed to come back in February, the Heat is gonna make the playoffs. So that means he'll be back this season.
Yeah.
If they say he's scheduled unless he has some type of setback surgery, which I haven't heard. So that means if he was coming back this month, that means he'll be back this season. Well, that's actually good news.
But ain't nobody heard nothing because nobody talk about him.
Right. I for the Heat though, anything he give be a plus.
Yeah.
So Conrad said, "Damn, Oladipo and Kemba Walker are the same player. Great trade bait." And I screwed up his name.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't know, Conrad. I don't know because I don't think your boys get hurt as much.
Kemba don't. No.
I don't know.
But your man Oladipo been hurt for like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like he came back and then got hurt again, I believe.
He played like in that same.
Yeah,
them two players like I ain't seen them
man. John Wall need to retire.
We may not have seen John Wall in 3 years.
Yeah, John Wall need to retire. He been down.
He making a boatload.
He been down since COVID.
Yeah.
Boy made about 100.
Yeah, this boy said he went out till he fell down the stairs.
Man, nah. He did
get
get injured at his house. He did.
Bro, how does he tear your ACL or something going down his stairs, bro? You go down his stairs every day, bro.
That's the truth. That's the truth. He got injured one time at his house. That is a fact, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Too much of that wolf.
Yeah.
The boy was on the wolf. He was on the wolf.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. So, as far as Mark Jackson is concerned, do y'all feel like he would have similar success with the Warriors if he was the head coach?
Nope. Absolutely do not.
I feel like
that's it.
I feel like
I'm gonna wait for y'all to.
I feel like he should be a coach in the league.
Yeah.
But I have to agree with Mone. I don't feel like he would have the same success.
Yeah, just basketball.
Because we just know his basketball mind is more detailed to the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
And this game is it's offense heavy now.
Yeah.
And I don't think he couldn't keep up with the change. That's why they made the change.
Right.
That's why they got Curry instead of him.
With that same roster, remember he had David Lee starting over Draymond Green.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if y'all remember this, but back then he was still feeding the post first on a lot of his offense.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just letting Curry go out there.
So they were playing the Nuggets.
Yeah, he was letting it flow from the inside out, and to utilize that roster best means play outside in. You know what I'm saying? Let Curry and Clay do what they do. What Jay-Z say? Yeah, that was your ball, but you were using it wrong. That's all. That's all it was. So I don't think if he keeps that same mindset, if he would have did what Steve Kerr done,
let him go.
He'd have had the same success.
Yeah, let him go.
But that's the problem. Steve Kerr coaching philosophy and Mark Jackson coaching philosophy and style with two totally different styles.
But that man came from two of the greatest coaches ever.
Yeah, I don't think he would have had the same success.
So we got to put this in content. So we saying with everything exact same. So that means Mark Jackson get KD too, right? Does he get KD or does he not?
Yeah.
Because it got to be the same if we going to compare it.
But we're not talking about the players, but we're talking about the coaching styles.
Yeah, I understand that. I get that.
Yeah, so why are you comparing the players? Talk about the coaching styles.
But I'm saying
that's all that matters.
But I'm trying to get it in context. That's why I said let's put it in context. That's what I'm asking you.
Okay.
Is everything the same? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we talking about
same success. Same success, bro.
Absolutely not.
I think so.
He didn't have it.
Absolutely, bro.
He had the chance to have that success.
I'm gonna tell you why. What's your boy name? What's your boy name that used to play for the Lakers? That coach that was assistant coach.
Luke Walton.
Steve go out. I think he had surgery, sick or something like that. Steve.
Well,
go ahead, bro. You say everybody go, bro.
Thank you.
Everybody go.
I'm not gonna let you kill yourself.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to say.
Go ahead.
Not a good argument because he was using the same playbook that Kerr had.
Right, it was same thing.
So no, that's not a good argument. So you can't even use Luke Walton because Luke Walton was running the same plays that Kerr already installed. So no, not a good argument, bro.
What Luke Walton head coaching do?
Right. When he had his own team.
Man, Cap goes to Sacramento Kings, bro. He goes from coaching.
He went from Malibu back to the ghetto.
He goes from coaching. 4 Hall of Famers. One I don't agree with should be a Hall of Famer, but four Hall of Famers.
Let's pause.
What?
TJ Walker's in here. What's up, bro? Lakers in 6 months, not 6 months. I know you get ready to say it.
Hey,
all right, go ahead.
So look, he goes from coaching 4 Hall of Famers. Right? Let's dumb this down. Let's go to like a college. Let's go to college, right? Let's go to like a college level. You go from coaching 4 5-stars, right, to coaching none. Right? Because that's what it will be equivalent to. 4 Hall of Fame players to coaching none. You can't base off of that, man. But he lost 2 games. When Steve was out, he lost 2 games. The dude went like 27-2, bro.
Drayce.
With the same
lost 2 games.
Man, I know. That's why I say everything the same. I think okay. Steve Kerr got with 3
but
chips.
We're saying that Mark Jackson is not taking that style.
Yeah, he's not. That's what we
never got his hands to, bro.
Bro, he had the roster.
Listen.
He going to run. So you telling me?
Listen. Hold on. And can I go off a little bit?
Now let's just talk.
Listen. What I'm about to cook. All right, listen. Stat Steve, check me out. In every team, in every young team, we always see the beginning of their development before they take off to the next level. I remember watching the Thunder, and I remember when they played Kobe in the playoffs, and I think they took them to 6 games. And the Lakers won. They beat them. But you can kind of see them starting to take off. It's like, okay, they win, this many games, and they starting to get on the cusp of getting good. Every year you can see them climb, right? Until they actually went to the finals and they end up losing to Miami, which they should have lost. They wasn't ready yet. But you kind of see their development. We seen it with the Warriors. We seen it with what other team? We seen it with the Bucks. You kind of see they start. Giannis was getting to the cusp, and then he'll get knocked out. They was talking about his free throw. They was talking about everything. But you can see him getting to the cusp. He never got to get there. Is what I'm saying. He lost his job before he got to get. He never got to get them to that level. But he was going. Is what I'm saying. Steve Kerr take over a team that I feel was already built for the future, and then he take them to the next level. What I'm saying is, I feel like he was getting there, but he never got to get there. All the other coaches I named, they got to get to that. He never got to get there. That's what I'm saying. I never seen that.
I would only agree with you if Steve Kerr came in 2 or 3 years later, but he came in the very next year.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
It wasn't that much time to develop between them.
Go ahead, bro.
So I think Mark Jackson would actually be better. Lee was better defender, but Draymond was a scraper. Everything equal, the Draymond KD fiasco wouldn't have happened, and that's what Connor said.
I agree with that. That KD and Draymond wouldn't have happened with Mark Jackson. That's true. Like I said before, and I stand on it. I don't think that they would have ran the same plays. They would have had the same offense, and it would have a totally different look than what. So even given the same amount of time, they still wouldn't have ran the same plays and the same offense that made the Warriors great and who they were. So I do not think that that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna change. I understand that man deserves a job. He definitely deserves to be a coach. But I do not think that they would have ran, like I said, the same plays and would have had the same offense. That what Steve Kerr did was come in and unlock what was already there.
The thing is,
that's all.
I would not discredit Mark Jackson because he set a defensive foundation because he was a defensive coach.
Right.
What Kerr did was come in because he came from Popovich. What he did was let's make a free-flowing offense.
Like they had with the Spurs.
Right.
The Spurs was doing the same.
It's not nothing new. Not nothing we never didn't see.
Only thing he got 2 work. Yeah, he got 2 work. He let the boys be creative and got them in space.
And then if you listen to Mark Jackson talk, if you listen to him talk, Mark Jackson is a real leader.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that you gonna do what you want to do with Mark Jackson.
No, absolutely.
Ain't want no freedom on. It was what Mark Jackson told you to do. So I'm saying, it's a difference. When you let somebody go playing ball, somebody let you go, bro, it's the sky's the limit.
Yeah. I just feel like I never got to see. Go ahead, bro.
So Connor said Mark Jackson equals David Blatch, Cavs coach. Both had vision, but another coach get the credit.
Yeah. Now I'm not taking away what Steve did. I'm not taking it away. The question was, would he have the same success? I believe he would. They don't think he would. I believe he would have. I never got to see that team. It's like I always see the teams getting there. I'm gonna tell you another team that I feel like will be there. Now, this aside from that, I think Memphis will get there. Now, we watching Memphis as they ascend. Now, they coach. We need to see him. He'll still be with their team because of the success that they have right now. It's like we're seeing them get there, but they ain't there yet. Is what I'm saying. They're not winning no chip this year. Is what I'm saying. He's going, and we never seen him get to ascend. You get what I'm saying? Say he had that team for 5 years and they never got it on. I understand you get rid of him. I get it, but I never seen that. I personally feel like he would have got there. That's just me.
But even in your Memphis analogy, if they came in, say they fired the coach they got now, and the next coach plays a totally different style, wanting to play a totally different style of what they're doing, and this has gotten them success, it's probably not going to be like the Warriors. The coaches go through this all the time. They go through this all the time. Players go through this all the time. They change 2 or 3 coaches every year. You see what I'm saying? And it either makes some play style better or it makes it worse. And I think that even if you did this in Memphis case, you at a pivotal point, you cut them, you change the play style, I don't think they'll be as successful.
This is I believe
this is Steve Kerr worked because what he came in with these 2 all-world shooters, and we're gonna get y'all in space and y'all do y'all thing. Shoot as much as y'all want. And you did that with Mark Jackson, you shot over 8 3-pointers, man, he'd be like, hey man, calm down, because they his philosophy.
Well, you remember they broke the record in Houston. I don't know if you remember that. Remember they had that dispute. They was already starting to break them 3-point records as a team. They broke it in Houston. The last year he was there, they broke it in Houston. They broke the 3-point at the time. It ain't the record now, but I'm saying at the time they broke it in Houston. They were already starting to ascend it. I just feel like, I mean, we're gonna disagree, but I just feel like he would have got there, man. I feel like he didn't get to, you know what I mean? He was just on the cusp.
And I feel like I do feel like they blackballed him somehow.
I do.
I feel about that. Like there's no reason
why he shouldn't be coached.
Yeah, there's not 30 coaches better than Mark Jackson.
But the thing, I like, although I agree that he should coach, but I still will look at him like I look at Tom Thibodeau. Like, are you gonna be a dinosaur or are you gonna adjust? Right. Like, look what he's doing. Like, look what he's doing with the Knicks. Like, no, you're not.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
You're not helping the game.
It don't work. It don't work.
And that's how I felt about Mark Jackson. But you're just an older guy. You came from another way, bro. Because if Steve Kerr did the exact same thing Mark Jackson did, then I can agree with you.
Because bro,
if he came there and coached like Mark Jackson and they won, yes, I would totally agree with you. Yeah. Mark Jackson could have won because they did the same thing.
Right. Yeah, but they didn't though. But he didn't. Yeah, Curry. Yeah, as a team they were breaking them. But this man said, Steve Kerr said, yeah, you got the green light, Curry. Shoot it away. Clay, shoot it away. Clay, shoot it away. I don't care if y'all take 14 in the game.
And to be honest, bro, I'm just
let it fly.
Real. The KD team, I don't want to say this because I don't want to take nothing from Kerr. You
say to about coach that team.
Yeah. I've never seen a team trusted like that. Not even the Bulls. And I'm gonna say I don't care what nobody says. I've never seen a team.
Once again, you gotta put what Steve Kerr did, his philosophy and the spacing that he creates on the floor with his plays in that. You can't just say it's the players, bro.
Mone, let's say you coach that team for 82 games. How much games you think you win? Mark you down for 60?
No, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hell.
I don't know because
that's too much talent.
Hold on. You can have time and not know what to do with it.
Exactly.
You can have time and not know what to do with it.
Them all vets, though. They was vets at that point in time.
I got a question. Do we all agree that coaching matters? Do we all agree?
Kyrie say it don't.
Wait, you see what happened with that? You see what's going on with that? You see what's going on with that?
Kyrie say? Kyrie say we don't even need no coach.
Yeah, you see how that's going. It turned out really well. Man, that's good.
So Conrad said same thing happened to Doug Collins. So I understand. I understand why. I say what Drayce is saying. I want everything to be equal.
I'm just saying, and I think I don't even want to bring this up, but I did hear it because he was going back and forth to a church and stuff like that during the season. I ain't saying that's why they fired him, but I did hear that had something to do with it.
He gave them boys structure, man.
He did.
He gave them structure, man.
He did. They say
he built them on solid foundation, bro.
He did, bro. And the thing is, bro, I'd rather see him see
but
it
just
out.
But just because you build the foundation don't mean you gonna finish the house, though.
But we
right.
It
might be a little contract you need to get to come finish the rest of the house. That's just facts, bro. No.
But did you get rid of the contractor because he wasn't doing his job, or do you feel like somebody could do it better? That's
and I believe
they
clearly
can
do it better. And they won the chip the very next year. So they weren't wrong.
I ain't say they was wrong, but what I'm saying was, would that house still been built if you went with the first guy? That's what I'm saying.
Like done it a raggedy way.
Oh man.
But you might just got a downstairs and no upstairs. Yeah. You got a ranch instead of a two-story.
All right, y'all. So next, one of the last basketball topics we got, right? Let's talk about my man's Jawan Howard. And he got the
Jawan slapper dude
in his hand.
Hey,
let's talk about man Howard.
Hey, did y'all see bro put the Rick James outfit on? Y'all see Jawan put the Rick James outfit on?
Yeah, I see it.
Bro. So they suspended old boy, and that's cool.
Right.
But I don't know if he will keep his job after the season. They might not fire him right off. We'll see. I don't
so he ain't off the hook yet.
Yeah, he ain't off the water yet. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all help me with this one, bro, because I read it, and I read it again, and I couldn't understand. He called
fast slap.
He called timeout. I think his second string was in, right? Yeah. He called timeout for them to reset. That's what I don't get, bro. What was the point? What was the point in him calling timeout?
They was already getting smacked.
So they were gonna lose the game regardless, right?
Right. With nothing you can do.
And he called a timeout just for them to reset to get some time on the clock so they can put up a shot. And that's what it was. That's why dude was mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you say, bro?
Hey, listen. Hey, Conrad talking about song. The only person Jawan should slap for a timeout is Chris Webber.
That's a fact. He calls them boys.
Yeah, boy.
All right. So what y'all think about that, man? Did you watch the video? I watched it like 5 times.
Yeah,
bro. Because I wanted to make sure, because I knew he was gonna get this.
In the words of TJ, the Fab Five slap.
You think he
what the five fingers say to the face?
You think he well within his rights, bro?
Yeah, man.
Oh, bro, I don't know.
But
we
the
head coach, we ain't the assistant, bro.
But it was the
assistant. But it stop nigga on the same level.
But it was in his. But it was in
bro.
You slapped down. You slapped
down.
On the
Grill, man.
He was trying to walk by dude.
He was in the
I
grill,
swear,
bro.
I looked at the joint. He was pissed. Now he was.
Yeah.
First of all, hold on. First of all, let me say this. I don't care who agree with me either. First of all, I really don't give a damn. First of all, Jawan Howard, I think he wrong for being mad at dude for calling the timeout.
Right.
You can't control what I do with my squad.
Right.
Look, I'm not one of them dudes that believe because you up 20 points that you can't come down and hit a layup in the last few seconds. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
This is not Pop Warner.
Right.
This is not. You do that in kids games because they ego, they little kids.
Right.
You don't do that in Pop Warner in little league.
Stats matter.
Once you get to high school, once you get to 9th grade, all that stuff go out the window to me.
Right.
We no longer playing for participation trophy. Let me get that out right now. So Jawan Howard, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I don't give a damn who who ride with me on this. You can't be mad because they do call a timeout. That's how I feel. Now, with that being said, 2 things could be true. Jawan Howard tried to walk by dude in the line. He just tried to walk by. He was pissed.
Yeah.
Dude stopped him and put his hands on him.
Got the purple.
He put his hands on him. Jawan Howard slapped him.
That's why he
Jawan Howard slapped him.
That's why he
Slap the dog. Slap the dog got on, bro. I was like, what? That's the unemployment last night.
Jawan Howard slapped the wrong dude. He slapped
Hey, boy.
He slapped that man. He grabbed that man.
Slapped the other dude.
He grabbed that man. Like, you talking about disrespect?
What?
Yeah,
He slapped the other dude, bro.
He slapped the
slapped
heck.
Rock.
He slapped the heck out of dude. He slapped the wrong dude.
Go ahead,
Conrad
man.
said that according to the other coach, it was a teaching moment for his squad going forward.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree because, bro, you can't, like, for instance, these coaches will be like, oh, we go hard to the buzzer, right? Do you? Do you go hard if you're down 25? Or do you go hard if you're only down 2 and you can get back in the game and win the game?
Right.
When do you go hard? This is not Pop Warner, dog. This is we ain't no participation trophy. Either you win or you lose.
Yeah.
Jawan cannot get mad at that man for calling no time out. I'm sorry, bro. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but Jawan did try to walk by dude, though.
Yeah, wait.
What's up?
Go ahead.
On slap dude into the Big Ten championship. Man, that gotta be the comment of the day. I know we said one earlier, but he had like 5 of them. You on a roll.
So,
you on a roll.
Man, look here, man.
Man, I honestly think, like,
Fab slap, bro.
in my opinion,
Fab 5.
I think it's fair game, dog. But I don't think Jawan gonna lose. I don't think he's gonna lose his job for it, to be honest.
We'll see. I don't know.
You know when it comes to certain people, things are up in the air.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
I won't be surprised if he don't
have
a job. Right? Yeah. If he don't have a job, I would not be surprised.
The boosters is mad.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everybody that went there like, oh, mom, people on the show talking.
Yeah.
Our head coach should stand for something. He shouldn't be like that. And you got to think about the history that school has with Jawan Howard too.
Right. Yeah.
The beef that they had with the Fab 5 in the first place, they kind of like trying to mend the fence, and then they go do something like this. You know what I'm saying?
I think
even though I feel like the university as a whole was on the wrong side of that. Right.
I think they suspended him because of what could have happened.
I
think they seen a Detroit.
Right, because the player, it wasn't just
situation,
like the players got into it.
Palace in the Palace. I think they seen that and was like, listen, this could have got totally out of hand.
Absolutely.
We could have had.
They said, let's get in front of this.
Yeah,
he's gotta go quickly.
We have to get in front of this.
But my man slapped the wrong dude, though, man. The dude
he was hot, man. That boy from the hood,
He was slap somebody.
But you can't take that hood out you, man.
Lazy one, not one.
That boy on the way.
All right, y'all. So look, we can go ahead and transition over to the football. You know what I'm saying? Got to show some love over there as well. For starters, man, what about that Super Bowl? Because we didn't get a chance to touch on it.
Because it was
old Cooper.
Yeah.
Cooper is a bad man.
What you think about it, bro?
Old Cooper.
Ain't nothing to think about it.
Eli Apple garbage.
Eli Apple?
Hey, this man Eli Apple had a nerve to put up what's his name talking about some y'all refueled his fire. He gonna come back better next season.
No, we need you to be better because we're not going to the Super Bowl next season.
Yeah.
So that was it for you, buddy.
He don't know how to work out.
He don't know how it works.
They like the NBA, bro.
Nah, bro. Anybody right you in, bro.
You ain't running that back.
I'm not finna run that back. Not with that offensive line.
You better give me some linemen, bro.
With that offensive line.
Y'all better go get some of them boys eating hogs.
Bengals.
No, for the first 3 rounds of all the Bengals, I take nothing but offensive linemen.
Oh, bro. The whole time,
bro.
Top lineman, bro.
I don't need no receivers, none of that. I need a corner. I definitely need a corner, Eli.
Bro, I need a host of corners.
Yeah, because one man beat you.
I need like 4 corners.
Everybody in their mama knew they were going to Cooper Cup.
Man,
and it wasn't nothing they could do.
Everybody, bro. To be fair, man, that man had a historical run. I was about to say in the playoffs, but I mean for the whole season, man. He's breaking out. What's up?
They said if Joe Burrow had time in the pocket, Chase was wide open.
Well,
yeah, bro.
Yeah. Well, they ran to take that too.
Yeah,
Aaron Donald was offline.
It
don't matter. Yeah, bro, he jumped outside, bro. But you know, it's history. Hey,
too late now.
Yeah, it's history, bro.
There's a lot of things that could have went aside.
Could have showed the water.
Yeah, they got some free agents though coming up, man. I don't know. I'm not 100%.
I don't think LA going back. Yeah, I don't think they going back. Yeah, I don't think they going back either.
No, LA ain't going back.
Man, I felt like they barely got there anyway.
They skated.
Bengals 10-7, bro. I don't even know the date. I don't know, man.
The Bengals gonna be a problem for years to come.
We'll see.
You know what I'm saying?
As soon as they get off,
as soon as they get a line.
As soon as they get a line, they might be all right. So look, speaking of the Rams, right? Do y'all feel like OBJ has been vindicated now, being that he got a chip?
Yep, I'm happy for him.
100%.
Fuck the Rams, but I'm happy for OBJ.
Why you feel like that, bro?
I'm a Niners fan, man. Fuck that.
What happened? Tell the people what happened, man.
I don't got no quarterback. What do you mean? What happened?
Hey, I heard that's like y'all favorite chains in
I hear that dumb shit, dude. Tripping, cuz.
No, man, he ain't got to be so upset about it.
Listen,
Let's go, man.
Nah, you crying about that Cowboy shit, man.
Well, that's. I was tactfully talking about it. In an upset way.
Bro, your quarterback
garbage.
To the bro,
he garbage.
Bro,
Drayce.
Bro, listen.
Like you gonna argue me about Jimmy
Garoppolo, bro.
Yeah, that nigga garbage, bro.
Twice.
I ain't happy,
Bro,
bro.
that nigga garbage, bro.
They went to the Super Bowl twice with Jimmy
Bro,
G.
we just trying to get out the first round.
We
man.
lost the Super Bowl because of Jimmy G.
Bro,
But you been twice though.
We only won once.
With Jimmy G.
Yeah, one time.
2019.
One time. That's on time.
And then this time.
That won Super Bowl.
The one Super Bowl. Oh shit.
yeah, man.
I was wrong.
He already at where we trying to go. He ain't
Yeah,
you
right.
You mad as shit. You mad as shit. You get to the NFC game and then you lose because of the dumb shit that did.
Man,
We all mad about it all the time.
We always lose.
You can't even get
It would be the same thing.
He said, "Why are you fussing at me?"
It would be the same thing if you got there.
We can't get there. Go ahead, man.
All right, so Conrad said Rams will dismantle like the Florida Marlins did in 1993.
Oh yeah, they
Too
got
much money to pay folks.
Yeah, we know they done anyway.
OBJ gone.
Bro, I said it right here on Crunch Time Sports. I said LA has to win this year. I said that. I said they had to win, bro.
They got it done.
And they did because
They
paid for that ring, brother.
They paid for it. That's why
paid for that ring.
I don't know.
Y'all listen.
We did pay. We got a $90 million running back. $40-70 million a year there on quarterback. We just paid for our people.
Hey, so since we already talking about Cowboys, right? Since we on the Cowboys and all the money we spent, can y'all see the Cowboys organization trying to restructure Zeke's contract?
Yes.
Dear Lord.
Yes. Zeke. Hey.
Give us a shot. Nah. Why y'all get Jimmy?
We talking about a running back.
We talking quarterback. Listen, we gotta pay our
Zeke,
quarterback.
look at me, bro. I'm gonna take.
Hey, Steve, Jimmy's so much better. Why don't we get Jimmy, bro?
Zeke, look at me, dog. Zeke, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, Zeke, I'm gonna tell you this. Zeke, I'm gonna tell you. If you don't restructure that cause they gonna come. Now y'all remember this. Y'all was here for this. This was a couple years back. They came to Dez Bryant and they say, Mr. Dez, I didn't even think they called him Mr. Dez Bryant. I think he was making about $14-16 million.
Yeah, it won't work that.
Before they even came to him, the media got ahead of the story and say, hey, if the Cowboys came to you and told you to restructure your contract,
right?
What you think about this? Dez was like, that's blasphemy, right? Right? You remember that? This was a few years back.
Right, no,
not that long ago.
Hey, this is right after.
What happened to Dez Bryant?
Cut.
Out of here. Zeke, if you listening, my boy, listen. You know and I know. Now I understand this money. You know and I know that you're not living up to that $90 million you got.
$90 million.
So if they come to you with a restructure, my boy, you better take it. Because if you don't, you better holler at Dez. They're gonna get you up out of there.
I think y'all need to get another back though.
Trust and believe.
Y'all need another back.
Trust and believe me, man. You're gonna be out of there. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you.
Please give us some of that money back. Please. Because you ain't worth it now. You just not no more. You used to be.
Yeah,
but you're not worth. I think you left some of that money in Cabo, or your leg or your skill. Something is in Cabo. And we don't know what it is. We would love for you to just give us some of that money back so we can go get somebody else. Please Please, Mr. Zeke.
Hey, what you mean? Hey, Conrad.
And stop.
Conrad, what you mean? Hell no. What you mean, Conrad?
I got one thing.
Oh, he said it was like, yeah, nah.
I got one more thing to say. Bro, stop wearing that half shirt, bro. It looks suspect.
Yeah. Hey,
that boy said they be looking on Zillow.
Amari Cooper and Zeke would be looking for a new house. There you go. Hey, I don't believe in putting Amari Cooper out there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Zeke, but I think Amari Cooper is making $16 million, which is a lot of money.
That is a lot of
money.
Yeah.
But I'd rather try to do a restructure with Amari Cooper.
But that boy CD is a dog.
CD is a dog.
Hot dog, boy. CD, boy. I wish I had him over there.
Hey, somebody, since we on there, bro, let me slip one in there. Somebody said, I was watching a podcast, that's all I do. And they were saying, and I thought this was a fair statement. They were saying that we need to be careful of trying to get rid of Zeke because although Pollard is a solid back, they don't know if he's a 3-down back.
No, I think y'all need another back.
And I thought about that because they said if we do get Pollard and we put him back there full time, can he carry the load, or is he just like an add-on back? I said, you know what? I kind of thought about that because just because he give you a burst when he come in,
right? He not carrying the load.
But he gets like 10 to 15 carries less than Zeke every single game.
Yeah, true.
So that was something I was like, man, I didn't think about it like that because everybody's saying, let's go with Pollard, but can Pollard be a 3-down back?
And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. He ain't got the size that Zeke got.
No.
He's kind of a smaller dude. Yeah, he's a smaller dude.
Zeke probably he was 235. And he built like a brick. It is what it is, man.
But can we still get some of that money back, though?
Hey, so Conrad said, but Cooper is damn AD for the Cowboys.
Him and Tyron Smith fighting for most games missed on the team.
That's true.
Well, Conrad, you know Schultz.
That's true.
Dalton Schultz is if I'm not mistaken, he's a free agent too. We cannot afford to lose Dalton Schultz and Cooper, man. Where we gonna go?
Yeah, true.
We're gonna have to go dig in the draft, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Schultz produced. And he's a solid blocking tight end. I ain't say he's the greatest, so I'm just saying he's solid. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to lose in the offseason. If you're gonna let Amari Cooper go, we gotta sign Schultz, man. You cannot let both of them go at the same time. You cannot. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, we need to go defense. I think we need another safety, and then I think we need to go offensive line for sure. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think safety, offensive line, and then we that's a good start in my opinion. And but that Zeke situation, man.
I agree.
That's like, because I think we're gonna cut Zeke, bro. Maybe not coming up.
But if you don't get that money back,
I think Zeke will buy.
If you don't get that money back, he definitely get it.
If you don't rush for 1,300 yards, which I don't see it, I think he up out of there, man.
No, we be lucky to get him to rush for 12 yards, let alone 1,200.
I still really think that injury fucked y'all up, though, bro.
Which one?
That getting hurt. I still think that shit fucked him up, bro.
I don't even want to talk about
that boy. Fuck that man up.
Hey, let me say something, bro. Now we talking about that. Hey, man.
No, you said the phone,
yeah, man. Listen, bro. Because this what throw me off about Cowboys fans, right? This what throw me off about Cowboys fans. Y'all stay trying to tell us like we can't criticize that. Bro, we just watched a second-year quarterback go to the Super Bowl. Stop trying to tell us that we can't criticize Zach like we ain't real fans because we feel like that we want better from our quarterback, man. Nah, don't do that, man. We paid the man want his money, we paid. We paid him his bread. So don't stop trying to tell us like we ain't real fans. You know what I'm saying, bro? For real. That piss me off, bro. Like I was on the Cowboys little page, and they try to criticize. I put one thing, they come like 10 comments. He ain't no real fan. That ain't the problem. Yes, the hell he is, bro. How you gonna tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't no real fan because I want more out of my quarterback.
All I'm gonna say is Patrick Mahomes had what? Was it 13 or 14 seconds? and Dak had 14 seconds. And that couldn't get us down the field. And Patrick Mahomes walked them boys down.
Hey, man.
Hey, that is the difference between elite and everybody.
That pass that ball, y'all win that game, bro.
Conrad said Darwin is known. Schultz and
guys will be re-signed. Coop will be traded before the season starts.
Only
Gallo got injured, man.
He always getting injured.
When the
last time he been healthy?
Man,
it's been a minute.
I ain't know.
Man, I want Dak to do what he's supposed to do, man. To be perfectly honest, if Dak do what he's supposed to do,
y'all all right?
Yeah, man. I don't want to get it. Don't tell me nothing about being no Cowboy fan. Talking about Dak, man. I'm talking. We paid that man. He trying to perform, bro. He ain't like nobody else. He's a good leader, bro. But he good in life. I don't care about that, bro. Win, bro. That's all I care about. I don't care about if he good. I don't care if he good in the community or not. I'm talking about on the field, bro. That's all I care about.
Between them,
you know what I'm saying, bro?
We can't do nothing with the man that he wants.
But he give out food in the community. Okay, that's great, dog. Give him a humanitarian award, but I'm talking about winning football games, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it, man. I can't do it no more, man.
Linda?
What's up, Linda?
Go ahead, bro.
Linda. All right, so
Linda, you type some stuff.
Should there be a hardcore criteria for making the Hall of Fame? So should it be?
Yeah.
Complex.
They definitely need a criteria, yo. They need a criteria.
Which one though? We talking about the NFL?
Both.
We talking about
Both needed. The NFL needed, bro.
Let's start. Y'all want to start the NFL?
Both of them needed, man.
Yeah, we was on NFL.
See, we're gonna talk about NFL jump because I know what they're talking about. They talking about that Matt Stafford situation, right?
Yeah.
Which the numbers are misleading because you put him against somebody that played back in the day where the running backs was dominant. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is a pass-happy league, so you really, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna go off the passing numbers because we go off them passing numbers, and a lot of people.
Let me ask you, he got an MVP?
Did he get it? No.
First team All Pro?
No. He got none of that.
Finals? I mean,
no. He didn't get MVP of the Super Bowl.
No.
At
any time, was he considered
the best
top 5?
No.
The top 5 was the same dudes every year.
Yeah.
Because he in that area. He in that area with the Braves and Manning.
Yeah.
So he came in later. Because when he came in, what, 2010, 2011? He came after them guys. One of them, right? 2010, 2011.
But he was in the heart of their prime, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he was never considered
top 5.
No.
He never considered top 5.
And not top 5 today.
But he going to the
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame?
He was really arguing that he can get it.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't know.
Because he won a ring.
Name me a quarterback.
That what?
Cool. That's cool. Just name a quarterback playing today. And there's probably you probably could get 3 to 4 or at least 5 names before you say Matthew
Real
Stafford.
quick, Conrad said Matt Stafford ain't no better than Matt Ryan. They need to stop elevating.
Right.
No, that's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
But hey, I would tell you this, Richard Sherman, you a hater though. You a hater because they ain't had nothing to do with the man. Just bust out with that situation, bro. They ain't had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
The man won a Super Bowl, and this man just all of a sudden come out and say something about the man.
Bro, that's Richard Sherman though.
Bro, where did he come from?
Why you tripping, Richard? You might not go to the Hall of Fame.
Nah, he not going.
Why you playing, bro?
He ain't no Hall of Famer right now. I agree with him, but I do feel like there was some hate in there. I'm like, bro, where you come from?
Richard Sherman, you might not go.
No, somebody said
he had about 1 or 2 years stretch where he was the best corner, maybe.
But he was a
zone.
But that's the thing, though. He was part of an elite defense.
Yeah, he was.
He was part of
when we had Revis Allen, he was out there by himself.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. I mean, we had that debate for
Revis Allen, bro.
But Richard can play the hell out of that zone, though.
But why we talking this man's career? He not done yet. Matt Stafford not done yet.
Nah, he got finished.
Let him finish. Why we be talking about like?
I still don't think he's going because if he ain't win MVP by now.
Nah, he ain't gonna win on MVP.
Yeah, if he ain't win MVP by now, bro.
He's probably not getting back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
But with the Super Bowl and with the stats that I feel he will put up, because no matter if he win a Super Bowl or not, he gonna put up some numbers. With the Rams, bro. I'm sorry, he is.
Yeah,
I don't think he gonna throw below 40.
Yeah, he gonna always put up numbers.
Yeah,
he gonna
make
throw 47, 48 every year.
As long as he got Cooper Kupp, he's really gonna do it. Yeah.
He gonna put, you know what I'm saying? Even if OBJ gone, they'll slide.
I have not seen somebody run that clean of a route since Marvin Harrison, bro.
Yo, the boy.
Can you name me a better route runner?
Man, the boy cold-blooded, man.
He got that Jerry Rice route running ability going with Marvin Harrison, bro. Like that's
you can't stop him from catching the ball.
no,
You just gotta wish that he drop it. Right. Cause
that's a
he
fact.
gonna get open.
Yeah.
He gonna get open. He
Yeah.
know he know how to get in all the holes. He know everything.
He know everything.
There's nothing you can do to
It's
that.
like playing a little quarterback out there.
Right.
Yeah,
like bro.
Hey, we let Dan Marino win though.
That's a fact. Dan did get in. Dan did get in there.
Again. That was back in the day. I'm telling you.
Hey,
that's why there should be a criteria.
I'm gonna say it. Matthew Stafford is going. I don't think he is. I don't think he deserves it.
We let Dan.
But since Dan got in, y'all.
So Conrad said Sherman trying to stay relevant. Sherman going for mental illness defense on his suspected bust in one on his daddy-in-law.
Yeah.
I like how it's daddy-in-law instead of.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But so what about we talked about the NBA, the NFL. We didn't talk about the NBA.
Oh yeah, NBA easier than the NFL. Yeah, they easier than the NFL for sure.
How many winless people?
You wouldn't even need a chip or nothing.
Everybody in the Hall of Fame.
AI ain't got a chip in college. Or you ain't got a chip in college, right?
Nope.
No.
You ain't got a chip in college or NBA. Yeah.
So what?
Charles Barkley.
So my thing is.
C-Mac probably going.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
So my thing is, what would be y'all standard of going? Would it be chips? Would it have to be a combination of chips?
It's got to be a combination.
Because we don't have no criteria.
Yeah, I think it got to be a combination, bro. Like you got to be like the best, like scoring.
If you don't have a tip, bro. If you don't have a tip, you definitely have to have like a lot of other accolades. First team All NBA got to be like 8, 9, 10 years, something like that. If you ain't got no tip, like defense or something, bro, you gotta be a.
Were you known as a top 10 player in your generation?
Right.
Like if you weren't, then like how we let you in? Like how did you get in? And then you look, and then like think about you let somebody in with no chips, no accolades, but they up there on the same name with Shaq. With Mike,
right?
With LeBron, where he go,
right?
LeBron going first ballot. That's not even a debate. You know what I'm saying? You got this guy. He barely did nothing. Like bro, if Draymond Green get in there, I'm like,
gonna get in there.
That's what I'm saying.
You know it. They gonna put him in there, bro.
I forget which one it was, but them players were almost the same stats as Draymond here in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Bro, but this is my thing, bro. If you think about this, you Robert Horry, bro. If you Robert Horry, how can anybody argue with you that you shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, that you shouldn't be a top 75? How? Listen, hold on before you start. If you're a businessman and you oversales and you go to 4 different companies and that company have the top sales every time you go, whether you was the man that was leading the charge or not, do you feel like you would be one of the best reps in the nation, bro?
I feel like you guys are part of the best teams.
But my thing is, his argument is everywhere I go, and regardless of who was on the team, everywhere he go, he wins, bro. 7 times, though. So does he have the argument to be in the top 75? Or does he? Because we going by
what was he
winning,
averaging when he was playing?
Bro,
but not even that, though.
Bro, he was the man. His first 2 chips. He was one of the team.
That's what I'm saying.
He was one of the guys. I ain't gonna say he wasn't number one. He wasn't number one.
And that's what I'm saying. When you start naming top 75, you start naming guys that were number ones, bro.
Right.
But they never won nothing.
You start naming guys that were the main dudes. Like if you take Charles Barkley off the Suns, would they have been that good?
No.
If you took smart players. If you take Robert Horry and put him on the Suns and take Barkley off and put him on the teams, like would the Suns have been that good? Probably not. So that's the difference, though, bro.
But the man won 7 rings, bro. And
but he wasn't
the man using that same argument against other players, bro.
But he
we don't want
wasn't.
to use it for him.
Nah, bro, because I don't think it's the same argument. I don't, because I think I don't think it's
take it away though.
I don't think it's the same argument because that dude was a role player.
Yeah.
When we start
but
talking about
rings,
when we start talking about rings, we talking
he
about
wasn't a role player. His first two, he wasn't. In Houston, he wasn't. He was one of the main guys.
Was he was
top three.
Was he Elijah Warren?
No, not so I say he wasn't a guy.
Role player.
He was top three.
Yeah, but he wasn't the guy. When we start talking about when we have that argument with Jordan,
we get Draymond credit for being the third guy.
We don't
off guy.
We don't do that. We don't give him no credit.
Bro, we don't. We don't.
No, we don't.
We don't try to put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He already in here, bro. He
Yeah,
already
they don't
going.
put him in.
We said we don't try to put him in the Hall of Fame for that. When we start arguing about Chips, we start talking about guys that are made. When we start arguing with Chips, we start talking about the Kareem, main dude, the LeBron, main dude, Kobe, main dude,
MJ,
Shaq, MJ, main dude. That's when we start bringing the Chips up. We're not bringing up Chips up. Look, Robert Horry, he was a role player. So 2 of those, so 5 of those jokes he was a role player on, and that's what you're gonna go back just because he got the 7 chips. Nah, bro, it don't really apply because he's not the main guy. He's not the singular reason why these guys are winning, bro.
So I would say solid stats and consistency.
Right,
and it's just like, to me, man, it's just like, bro, we always go with winning, man. But this dude ain't nobody. I mean, to be honest, nobody won. I ain't say he was the main guy, but nobody won like him, man. Every win he win, man.
DeAndre, I'm with you, bro. He won 7 rings based off the teams he was on, not being a main player on the team. Yeah, that's all we saying. That's all we saying. He wasn't the main player, bro. Bro, nobody.
Big Shot Bob.
Bro.
Man got a nickname. Big Shot Bob.
Hey, Drayce. What they want, man? Hold on.
You saying he should be top 75 or in the Hall of Fame?
Drayce.
Which one are you saying? I'm trying to.
We're gonna go to the Hall of Fame.
He goes to the Hall of Fame. I don't think this should be top 75.
I'm trying to give him. I'm playing devil's advocate.
I'm gonna let you.
I'm playing devil's advocate on the top 75.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know real quick. Let you know real quick. In Houston, 10.2, 94.
Okay.
Houston, 95, 12 points.
Okay.
No other year he averaged over 12 points.
I got you.
No other year. How he ever averaged 12 points?
Yeah,
Ever.
Draymond Green averaged like 8.
No, but ever.
We're not trying to put Draymond in top 75. We're not trying to put him in top 75.
There has been ever averaged with 12 points.
I got you.
6.9, 9.2, 7.4, 4.9, 5.7, 5.2, 6.8, 6.5, 4.8,
so you know
6.0, 5.1, 3.9, 2.5.
You know what that tell you? He hit big shots in certain situations.
Yeah, big game.
In big games.
That was a big game.
But it wasn't because he wasn't the reason why they got to the big game.
Nah.
So hold on. Say that again.
That dude was the door. You need the door.
Hold on. Say that again.
He wasn't the reason why they got to the big game.
But
like
he
when you
hit
start talking,
but he hit the big shot what?
During the big game. Okay. But he wasn't the engine.
I'm gonna use that against you again, but I'm not gonna do it this part. I'm glad that's on tape. Will you say that one more time?
Hold on, bro.
No, we're not going it.
No, I'm just tell me what I'm going. I'll say whatever I want to say.
I'm using what he said.
You're not gonna tell me where I'm going. Go where I want to go.
You said he wasn't the reason. You said he wasn't the reason.
I always told you LeBron was the reason why they got there. I always told you that. That's exactly what you're talking about. I always say but Ray Allen and Kyrie saying that name.
Hey, what's the next topic, man? You say, I'm averaging like 35 and 12.
You say that, man.
What the hell you gonna say? That's why we going to 12. I score 7 points. You score 4, and then you hit the last shot. But you say, Nick, I score more points than you. And average more rebounds than you. And average more assists than you.
LeBron definitely ain't hitting that last. LeBron definitely ain't hitting that last shot.
Okay.
100%.
Go ahead,
all right,
man.
y'all. So
I'm glad that's on tape, though.
Listen, man. So I feel like this was a good one. You know what I'm saying? A lot of great subjects and things like that.
2 minutes.
We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up. Any final thoughts from you fellas?
Hey man, I just want to shout out the team for boys and girls playing for the regional championship tonight. Hope they both win.
Yeah. Shout out to Contagious Creations for the shirts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you need to hit them up, their pin should be down in the bio or in the comment section, rather.
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is I thank y'all for y'all support, man. Please go over to the YouTube. It should be pinned in the comments. Go over to the YouTube and subscribe to that channel. We bringing content. We're trying to start a show on YouTube, but we kind of need the people to support before we start the show. So go over there, subscribe to that channel. We're trying to start a show called The Fourth Quarter, and we want y'all to be involved in that show. It's a panel show. So that's pretty much all I got.
All right. Well, everybody, again, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Crunch Time Sports podcast. We've done now 7 episodes, which is pretty amazing. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell the person you don't like, tell everybody, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that they tune in, check us out. Again, if you ever have any comments, always, visit us on the Facebook page, leave comments on the YouTube, all of that. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all have a good one.
Conrad, you definitely be winning, though.